Well, hey everybody, welcome back, and welcome to my office. That's right, this is where all the magic happens each and every week. This is where I do all of my editing and post-production so that I can put out a cool episode for you guys each and every Saturday. Now, a lot of you out there, you probably sit down on a Saturday or maybe a Sunday morning and pour yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea and do a crossword puzzle. Or maybe some of you find your favorite chair, sit down with your tablet or your phone and look through YouTube videos. But for me, that's not how I do it. Every weekend I sit down in front of Google Earth here and I look for new mine sites that exist within about a 150-mile radius of where I'm currently at. So I found a real good one for you for this weekend. But we're going to be doing something brand new because I learned some new editing techniques. For the longest time, I didn't know how to do screen capture, and I finally figured out how to do it. And what that is I can bring you over here and we can look at things on my PC's screen and talk about them long before we head out to the mine site and actually observe them in real life. Okay? So that's what we're going to do right now. I've got all my waypoints dialed in right here. I've got my two different screens for both Google Earth and my topo maps. So come on over here. Come sit down next to me, okay? I want to show you a few things, what I found at this site, okay, before we even head out there. All right, guys, this is going to be fun. Come on over. All right, guys, here we are. We've got Google Earth in front of us, and I've already created a waypoint for the Frog Fart Mine. Let's zoom into it here. Yeah, I named it the Frog Fart Mine. This one doesn't have an official name, so I just came up with something silly so that it just helps me remember the site and put it into my list of mines. All right, so here it is, right here. So we've got ourselves a mill site right there, a waste rock pile sitting above it. We've got workings high on the hill, and down below, right here, there's a dam right there. So let's zoom in. Let's first look at the mill site. Okay, this is what kind of caught my attention when I first found this. So you can clearly see we've got a terraced mill right here, but above it sits this big fat waste rock pile. And a little bit to the northeast of that pile, there's a shadow right here, and I think that shadow is an adit because it only makes sense. Let me explain it to you. So if they would have driven in a horizontal haulage adit underneath this hill up this direction to intersect with the ore body, then what they could do is they could take that ore and drop it straight down via ore passes down to the haulage adit and right straight over here to the mill. Now we can see a number of waste rock piles stretching like a horseshoe pattern all the way around the sides of that hill. See that there? So there's probably there's multiple adits right straight through here, and I'm going to show you that on my topo map here in just a second. So the other thing that intrigued me about this site is down below. Let's zoom in a little bit further here. Oop, slow down there. We don't want to do that. Come on, let's zoom up. There we go. Okay, down in the wash, take a look right here. We've got ourselves a man-made dam. So they were damming up the water in the wash to be pumped up the hill and to use it at the mill site. So you might be asking, okay, how many adits are at this location? Well, I've got the answer for you right here. Okay, here's the same hill. I put a little dot right there where the mill is located, and as you can see, the topo map is showing two adits on the side of the hill. These X's here are called prospects. I've nicknamed them over the years X prospects, but that's what those X's indicate. But it is showing two adits right next to the mill. It's also showing two adits right across the wash, both here and here. And then to the south, down around the hill, up on the side of that hill, is three more adits right here. 1, 2, 3. Now I went ahead and I put waypoints on these and colored them in, I believe that's purple. Don't tease me, I'm blue-purple colorblind, but I think that is purple. So we've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7 adits at this complex. And in the area, there's 2 other mines. We've got the Silver Cord mine over here. And down to the south, we've got the Roosevelt mine. Now, as you can see, there's a little Jeep icon up here in the up in this area. I've already driven out to this point right here. There's a gate, and it is an active mining claim, and all the paperwork is up to date. So I didn't want to go on to that area because you know, they're working it. So that's not something I want to document. Down here at the Roosevelt mine, I did try to get to that one a few weeks ago. I managed to take old Bob up this trail. I think I got us right about in here somewhere, but the road going up the side of that hill, it just got too steep and too dangerous, and I turned back. It's an interesting looking cut though. Looks like they found themselves a big limonite pocket, and that's what they were going after over here. But really, the only way to get to it, I would have to park old Bob over here and hike up the side of the hill, because it's that cut road is just too darn dangerous. But that's not what we're going to be concentrating on today. Let's go back over here to Google Earth. We're going to take this really, really tricky road here, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's kind of put this in 3D mode and zoom in and spin it around just a little bit. That ain't gonna work. Here we go. Now you can see that that cut road is kind of steep right through this, especially this section right there. That always makes me a little bit nervous because you certainly wouldn't want to roll off the edge and then all the way into the bottom. That would be the end of old Bob. So you really don't know about these things until you finally get out there. So let's do that next. Let's hop in old Bob, gear up, and drive all the way out there and get a better look at the Frog Fart Mine. Alright guys, here we are, made it. What'd you think of that road back there? Holy cow. Whew, talk about a butt puckerer. You wouldn't want to slide off the edge of that. You're going for a ride. It's a darn good thing I got a brand new set of tweezers at home, because when I get back, I'm going to be pulling a little bit of seat cushion out of you-know-where. Okay, so here we are. When I was coming down the trail, I looked way off to my right. I can see we've got adits over there. I could see the dam in the bottom here that I showed you on Google Earth. Now there's an adit right over here, but oh, it's got bat bars on it. I can see bat bars on that one, darn it. And of course the mill is over my left shoulder, and then higher up are all of those workings, okay? So before we get out the handheld camera and start walking around like a crazy person, let's get that drone up in the air. We're gonna fly all through here and see which one of these areas we're gonna tackle first, okay? All right, guys, this is gonna be a fun day. Let's get after it. Okay, guys, here we are. First, let's take a look down here at that dam. Let's get down here in the wash and get a closer look at that, at this old man-made dam right here. We get out of the sunshine. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All hand stacked. Now, of course, it was much taller. You can tell it's been eroded down. So there's definitely something here, guys. Oh, yes. We're going to have some underground workings, or at least something or another. You don't go through this much trouble unless you found something. That took a lot of work. And as I was saying, it was much taller at one time, but of course now it's all eroded. Take a look at that. That's just so cool. Gosh, those miners are hard workers, aren't they? All right, let's keep flying up. We'll cross the dam here. And then after that, we're going to work our way up towards the mill site. Let's do that next. Okay, mill site, where are you at? Let's get up over here. We'll fly right past old Bob, get past these little bushes. There we go. And here's that waste rock pile. Now, Bob is sitting on a waste rock pile right now, but the one that I'm curious to look at is over here. All right, here's our mill site. Another terraced mill. We got the pylons there that had all the equipment on top. Very cool. Okay, now let's see if I was right. Let's see if this waste rock right here is coming out of an adit. It's gotta be. I mean, it only makes sense. Let's take a look. Where would it be, is the question. Where would it be? Is it hiding over here? Nope. There ain't no adit there, guys. Well, I'll be darned. Okay. Let's turn around here and keep looking. Let's get back to the mill. We'll get past this cactus here. Had a woodpecker hole in that one. All right, let's try this again. Make sure we didn't miss something. Let's get a better look at it from this angle. So where's this rock coming from? Is it hiding? I see a shadow over here. Is that all it is? Is just a shadow behind the cactus? Yep, just a shadow. Well, I'll be darned. I thought for sure we would have an adit right there. Let's look around this direction. Could it be coming out from over here? Don't hit them bushes. Well, no adit. So I'm guessing what that was a staging pile. So they were just staging the ore there before they sent it down through the mill. Okay. All right, speaking of mill, I don't think we got a very good look at it in that first flyover. I want to get a better look at it. So let's get back down there one more time. This is the best way to film a mill site. Getting a nice overview like this is definitely the way to do it. Oh, bush. Okay, here we go. Let's get a good look at this. We'll get past these little bushes. Oh, I sure do love this little drone. There we go. So on top of these pylons, well, no, it wouldn't have been here. Oh, come on now, think of the name. So on top of these pylons would have been the ball mills. Okay, now if there were a stamp mill, that would have been higher up. Those sat higher up on these upper terrace. But the ball mills for secondary crushing usually sat a bit lower. So I'm going to say that this mill, by the way that it's configured, probably had ball mills instead of stamp mills. Yeah. Alright, let's see how much more of this little battery I can squeeze out here. We're going to go back up this waste rock pile. And now this time I'm going to get some altitude. Let's get some altitude and look down. See if we're if there's any shadows down in there. Well, I'll be darned. You know, that I thought for sure there would be an adit going deeper into the mountain, but no, indeed, it's a staging pile. So they staged the ore there. So what probably is going on? Now take a look up here as we go up the hill. So maybe what they did is they had a tram line. You see the waste rock piles high up on the hill up there? So maybe they had a tram line of sorts, and they were tramming the ore down, and then they had like a staging pile right there. Or it's quite possible that there was an ore bin there also, and it's been long since removed. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go change out a battery, and then what we're gonna go do next is we're gonna take a look at those upper waste rock piles, and then we're gonna start picking off each and every one of these adits and seeing if we can find bat bars or not. All right, guys, I will be right back. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, back again. Now let's get to those workings higher up on the hill. You know, that just would have made a lot of sense to put in an adit right here. Okay, a haulage adit, and then just go underground right up this direction, keep it at that grade to get right underneath whatever they found high up on the hill right here. See these waste rock piles? And then come at it from underneath rather than top down. So let's see what we've got up here. Oh yeah, indeed. See, there's one. Right here. Let's see what we have. Ah, you little rascals. I see bat bars. Darn it all anyways. Okay. Let's see what we have over here. Let's get some altitude. We got one there. Yep. Little one. Let's get down, down, down. Little guy. Don't see any bars in that one. Probably just a little prospect thingy. He doesn't go in very far. Alright, let's keep looking around the side of the hill here. Let's back up a little bit. There we go. I probably shouldn't be doing that backing up bit. It's a good way to run right into a cactus. Oh, and there we have another one with more bat bars. Oh, good grief. Not only bat bars, but a culvert too. Oh, these guys, I really wish they would just leave these mines alone. Why they've got to come out here and do that stuff drives me absolutely bonkers. All right, let's go around the corner here. Now, I know there's some of you out there that are probably saying, yeah, it ain't nothing that a blowtorch or a sawzall can't fix real quick. Problem is it's federal property, so you're committing a federal crime if you do that. And you don't want a federal crime on your record. Nope, that wouldn't be good. Okay, here's another one. What do we have here? Wonder if that could possibly be a way in. See, we can't really tell with the drone, but at least we know we've got a way of, or reasons to walk up the side of this hill and get a better look. All right, we're gonna have to do that. Yep, I'm not leaving this area without first walking up the side of that hill. See, because we got these little ones too. See, there's another little guy right there. Let's look here. Little guy off to the right there. Any one of these little ones could get us in and then get us in behind the bat bars. Okay. All right. We're going to be walking up that hill. Next, before we run out of battery, let's get down by here by old Bob. I'm going to show you what I found across the way. Going to get past the mill over here. Next thing we're going to look at, we've got an adit right over here. We're going to get a better look at, even though I already saw that it has bat bars on it. But let's see how many we have out here. The other thing about this mine, I named it the Frog Fart Mine, but that's not its real name, of course. It has no name. You little rascals. You come out here, you block off all of our fun. Look at that. Darn it all anyways. But I may walk over there and take a closer look. You just never know, you know? Alright, so that's one. Let's back up. I think there was... Whoa, got a gust of wind. Alright. I think that there was... Maybe I saw another one. Let's keep looking here along this edge. It was that one. Was there another one up here? Let's look. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. I'm kind of getting a little turned around here. Looking along the edge. Looking for any more that might be hiding through here. And not seeing any. No. Okay, turning around. I want to try to get over to... Let's put this puppy into... Well, if I can find the switch here. Where'd you go? Hey. Stop that. Sorry, guys. I had a setting. There we go. Okay. I had the switch in the wrong position there. Okay, there. Now we've got it in the mode I need it in. Let's quickly get our butts over here before we run out of battery, because I saw some workings up on this hill too. Now, where did I see those? They were probably a little higher up. I think it was right down here. Yeah, there they are. All right, slow down there, mister. There we go. See that waste rock? This is the one I saw when I was up on the side of that hill. Any bat bars in that? No. Well, maybe. I'm in the sun. It's hard to see. Let's get out of the sun. Maybe. No, not seeing bat bars in that one. Okay. How about over here? So I'm doing this kind of rush before this battery runs out. Whoa! Yeah, the wind's getting me over here. Okay, let's look down in this one. Not seeing any bat bars in that one. So it looks like we will be getting underground today. I don't know how far, but we're going to have to walk over there too. All right. Okay, I think we've got a pretty good overview. Now it's time to get out, start walking around, and take a look at each one of these one by one, see if we can get underground at this location and bypass those crazy bat bars. Gosh, those things really frustrate me. All right, guys, I'm going to land the drone. I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay guys, here I am, high up on the side of the hill where we saw all those waste rock piles wrapping around the hill like a big horseshoe. So what I did is I worked my way all the way around this side, and we're going to start hitting these one by one all the way around the side of the hill to see if we can't get in and get in behind those bat bars. Once we get done with the hill, then we're going to hike back down to the mill site. We'll get a closer look at that, and then we'll go across the way. We'll take a closer look at the bat bars on that big adit across the wash that I showed you. And then here in a moment, I'm going to show you what I found down along that hillside over there. We weren't able to see it on Google Earth or the drone, but I can clearly see it right now. They've got a cut that they made right straight across that hillside over to those two adits I just got done showing you on the drone here just a few minutes ago, which are right over there. And the reason that they made that cut is because they're following the vein along that edge of the hill. So yeah, we've got a lot to explore around here. Hopefully we can get underground. So let's start with this one here. Now obviously, as I turn the camera and show you this right here, this was just a prospect. You can see right now it's all just collapsed in, and there's not much of a waste rock pile right here. So that tells me that that one didn't do anything. So let's keep working these around the hill and see what we can find. Okay, let me show you this. You might be able to make it out. Now, you see let me get my finger here. You see old Bob down in the bottom there? Okay, now look over on that hillside. You see the cut that's going all the way across the side of the hill, and then eventually it goes over there to those two adits? Yep, so we got a vein going over there. So we're gonna have to hike that too and see what it's all about. But right now, what's got my curiosity is everything that's going on over here. You know, they just wouldn't have built a mill and a dam and all that stuff. Look, they even stacked rock up here along this this little trail to go around the hill. They put a lot of work into this, is what I'm trying to say. All right, here's the next one, number 2. Number 2, looks like we're going to be able to get in here. Yep. All right. First of all, 1 second here. Helps if I get some light on the subject. Now we should not have to worry about rattlesnakes anymore. It's so cold now and chilly. But you know, you still have to be mindful. I'm looking down in here. Oh boy, okay. Shit. That's a tight squeeze, guys. Holy macaroni. Oh boy. Oh, there's all that cholla. I forgot about that. That's right, I'm in Arizona again. Oh, I hate that stuff. Okay, let's get on my feet. I'm gonna get a cholla cactus in my butt. Oh, this whole thing is full of cholla. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, here we are. Teddy bear cholla. Oh, look at it all. Oh, goodness, I ain't walking up into that. Let's look up there. Doesn't go anywhere anyways. See all that teddy bear cholla? It's already sticking to my boots. Yeah, that's all we've got here. That's it. All right. Well, at least we tried, huh? Okay. That's number 1. Now let's get back out of here without getting it in my knee or my hand. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, I'm a pretty big guy to be a mine explorer. I am. There. Yeah, I'm kind of built like a football linebacker. All right, I'm going to catch my breath. I'll be right back. All right, here's number 2. Right here, this one is much skinnier. That one doesn't go anywhere. Stops right there. Okay. Now, we're just working this path and hitting each one of these. Let's go to the next one. Here used to be one. Right here. Look at the vein that they're going into. Actually, it's, to be quite honest with you, it's not very defined. It's kind of right there though, but it was just a prospect. Stops right there into a big pile of cholla cactus that the pack rats brought in. You know, it absolutely amazes me that those pack rats can bring that stuff in and make nesting material out of it without ending up looking like a pincushion themselves. I don't know how they do it. It's some kind of crazy David Copperfield kind of stuff, but they do it. All right, let's look around here. Aha, there's our big one. Yep. Okay, let's get a close look at it anyways. Now this is the kind of bat bar. See, underneath this little hood right here, there, and here, what there is you guys know those kind of special lug nuts you put on your wheels. It takes a special kind of key in order to take them off. That's what you got going on here. All right, let's look at this. Oh, there's a sign in there. Let's read it. Can I get the camera in such a way? I'll read it to you guys. Okay, the top sign says, property of the United States,
all persons are prohibited under penalty of the law from committing trespass. And it says reward for information leading to arrest and conviction of any person charged. I can't read blah, blah, blah. Can't really read that. Okay, the second sign says danger, hazardous mine opening. This mine was closed to protect the public using a bat-friendly enclosure. Access for research and mineral development may be allowed. Contact the local USDA Forest Service Ranger District Office for information. And then down below it says U.S. government property. Whoever shall steal or willfully cause damage to U.S. government property is subject to prosecution under sections 641 and 1361 of Title 18 of the U.S. Code. Abandoned mines, stay out, stay alive. Yeah. So what we have here is bat habitat, and they don't want you going in there because they are using it for bat habitat. All right. Let's keep looking around here. Now, some of you might question, some of you conspiracy theorists out there might question that and say, yeah, that's what they say, but the real reason is they close it because they know that there's something good in there, so they sealed it off. Well, you can't rule that out, you know? You just can't. What's up here? Oh, there's a little guy. There's a little one. What's this one do? Let's look up in there. All right, I got my flashlight on here. No, we don't want strobe. Ah, it just goes up there and stops. Right there. Okay. Whew, I gotta catch my breath. All right, let's keep looking around here. We got another one. Oh yeah, this is that other one. Yeah, I'm doing too much huffing and puffing from climbing up that hill. Give me just a minute, guys. I'll be back. There we go. I feel better now. Okay, let's look in here. First, let's look at our big old bat bars. See what we got here. There's the same sign we just looked at a minute ago. And down in there, I don't know, hard for you guys to make it out, but it went in and then immediately turned to the right. Okay, and that is, those bars are solid. Let's look over here. Yeah, you know, the reason that we're finding bat bars is because this is National Forest and not BLM land. National Forest Service always tends to get more funding than BLM for doing such projects. We've got nothing down in here. I can see that seam. See that margin right there? See what they were chasing? They kind of went up in there and they were sampling that. You can clearly see the layer. But no, this just goes up and stops right here and stops right there. All right. Okay. We got some more over here. Still working around the side of the hill. Yeah, there used to be one right there. Not anymore. That one's collapsed. Indeed it is. Oh, shoot. Had a good waste rock pile coming out of it. See? Right here. All right. Keep going here. Another one. They're just probing the whole hillside. Collapsed. Another one. What's this one doing? Again, collapsed. What do we got here? Oh, we got somebody's claim post here. And paperwork right down there. You want me to, suppose I should take a moment and see if it's up to date? All right, I'll take it out. I'll take a look at it. All right, guys, I tried to get in there. I can't get the lid off. It's it's like really rusted on. I can see the name of the outfit, and then right there, I can kind of make out just barely make out the date. No, I can't see it, and I can't get into it. That's all right. We'll put it right back where we found it. Okay. So somebody was out here doing some recreational prospecting. All right, we got another big, used to be a portal over here. Oh yeah, that would have been a good one. Ooh, what's this? Is there something up there we can get into? Let's look. Get up over all this scree. Collapsed. Darn, look at that spider web. Whew. Yeah, that's a big one. Look at them spider webs. Ooh, can you imagine crawling through that? Yeah, I've done it before. But no, we're not getting in that way either. Okay, turn it around. All right, I'm gonna make my way back down this. We're gonna head further off to the left. I'll see you over there. Okay, take a look at this, guys. Let me flip the camera around. Now from this vantage point, right around the hill down there where you see the tall cactuses, or cacti, look on the side of that hill. See? The exact same vein that I pointed out to you earlier that dipped across the side of that hill is also moving upwards on an angle about 45 degrees all the way up and over. And then right out there, let me get my finger, see that cut right there? That's a road. And down in the bottom of that road is an active mining claim. Yeah, I was over there. There's a big gate. All the paperwork is up to date. That's why I'm not going to document that one. The workings are pretty extensive, but I'm pretty sure that there's a gate on it. But you can see how that vein was going from where they were working all the way down on that angle, down to Old Bob, and then cutting over on the other side of the wash where we're going to be going a little later on. All right, got another one here. Let's look. What's this one doing? Again, collapsed. And then there's another one right over here. This is probably going to be the last one, I think. Yeah, this is the last one. I remember seeing this one with the drone. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, goes up there into a huge pile of cholla. But about 20 feet up in there, you'd have to get on your belly. You couldn't pay me enough. Not to crawl on my belly in a prospect full of cholla cactus. Not gonna happen. All right, guys, we did it. Here, give me a second here. Let me put the camera down. Well, I've always wanted. I just can't seem to catch my breath today. I'm out of shape. I gotta get back into practice here. I've always wanted to get to this mine and walk this horseshoe of prospects and adits to see if there is anything that we can get into. But nope. Forest Service done plugged it all off. All right, let's head down the hill. We're gonna get to that big waste rock pile where the mill was, and I'll give you guys a closer look at that next. Okay guys, here I am. Down by the waste rock pile. Oh boy. Yeah, we're getting in some hiking today, huh? All right, I think I figured out what's going on here. So when we started this video out, I was talking about how I thought that this pile would have been waste rock coming out of a haulage adit, which went underneath this hill to service the ore bodies higher up on the side of the hill. Nope, that didn't turn out to be the case. Here's what they were doing. So at one point in time, they had a tram line with a big cable stretching from up there to down here, and they were hauling that ore back and forth via a tram line. Now the reason that they did that is because what they're doing at this location is they're high grading. Okay, high grading means that they're going right after the ore, okay, which is that's where all the money is. I mean, that's where you're making your profit, is just going after the ore. If you blast in a haulage adit here all the way underneath that hill behind me to get to those various veins, you know, that takes a lot of money. And the whole time you're doing that, you're not making any money. I mean, it's just worthless rock. So they were bringing it down from up there down to here, and this was like a staging area before they sent the material through the mill. Yep, but now if they did have a ore bin, the bin is long gone, the tram is long gone, everything's been hauled off and probably repurposed at other mines or scrapped out. All right, next. Okay. See up here, they leveled off a spot right here. See that terrace? They did some work here to level off a spot right there. They had some kind of a building. And then what else? Oh yeah, and you see this big spike in the ground right there? Okay, that's so that you can attach a turnbuckle of sorts to make your cables taut for the tram tower that was located right here. All right. Now let's have some fun going down this scree. And we're gonna get down here to the mill. All right, so what kind of a mill was this? I talked about this earlier. I don't think this was the one with the stamps. If it was, well, it's possible. Let me show you something here. See, there's a retaining wall right there below me. And what I'm standing on right now is all of the material that has slid down over the years on top of this top terrace. So it is quite possible that what they had here was a stamp mill at the top terrace. Okay, then the material was fed down another level to a ball mill where it got ground down even smaller, which was probably sitting on these pylons right there. And then it worked its way down to more concentrating measures down there. Doesn't look like they were treating this with cyanide. It looks like they were just concentrating it down to a certain point and then hauling it off to be further refined. All right, there's old Bob down in the bottom. I'll meet you down there. Oops, I almost forgot. Sorry guys, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. Now I know a lot of you that live in this part of the country, you've been to many sites like this and you've seen these pylons. I want to point something out. Let me turn around here because there's a good one right down on the ground. Many of you have asked me over the years why... Ouch. Oh, I think I got a sliver in my knee. Where did it go here? Where is it? There it is. Why do they put this pipe on the outside of that stud? Okay, well the reason is because you can't, when you're going to put a piece of equipment on top of this pylon, you can't just bury the stud because it might be off a little bit in order to be able to bolt the equipment down. So they would always put the stud inside of a pipe, and that allowed the stud to have some wiggle room, a little bit of wiggle room, okay, so you can wiggle it around to find the holes when you're setting down the piece of equipment. Now as the years go by, of course, that fills in with debris, okay, and locks in the stud. But when it was first installed, that debris down in there wasn't there. Okay, that's what that's for. All right, and as we look back over here, you can see that all of those pylons down in the bottom here that had this equipment sitting on top of it, see, it also had that pipe right there. You can clearly see it. Again, just offers it wiggle room, makes it easier to set that equipment on. Okay, I'm headed back to Bob. All right, here we are back down by old Bob, safe and sound. And here's this other person. Now this is called a location marker. Now obviously it got blown down because of the wind. So you guys have heard me talk about location markers. Look, a location marker is a lot different than a corner post, okay? If you've got a load claim, what is it, like 600 and some odd feet this direction and 1,000 feet that direction? I'm just off the top of my head right now. But you would put a corner marker on each corner of your load. Okay, a plaster claim is much larger. You're going to put your corner markers on those. And then in an area of quote-unquote high visibility, like this right here, we've got a parking area where when everybody comes down, that's where you want to put your location marker. And that's what this is right here. Okay, this is letting everybody know that there's an active mining claim in the area, and it also says name badge required. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that this is a group of people, okay? It's kind of like GPAA, Gold Prospectors Association of America, okay? You pay a fee per month or per year, and then you can come out and you can do recreational prospecting on any one of their claims. That's what we've got going on here. So what I'm going to do for these guys is I'm going to put their location marker back. So who's ever watching this, hop down into the comments section and say thank you. I'm helping you out. See, now you don't have to come out here and do your yearly assessment, because fixing this sign is technically part of your yearly maintenance, okay? Or, maintenance fee is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, there we go. You just stay right there. I put a little thing there. There we go. That should stay for a little while. All right, so across the wash, there's that other adit over there. I know it's bat barred. Hey, we could get lucky. Maybe one of the bars are loose. We won't know until we check it. So we'll head over there. We'll take a look, see if any of the bars are loose. And then I'm going to walk up that and go right up the side of the hill, and we're going to go over there, follow that vein I was telling you about, and go check out those other two adits. Okay, I'll see you over there at the bat barred adit. Okay guys, here I am on the other side of the wash. Oh, I'm getting a workout today. Let me flip the camera around. Look out there, you can see old Bob sitting by the sign. Okay, let's turn around here, and we have our adit. Makes total sense because we have the vein cutting across the hill. So obviously they're going to want to put in a cross cut, which is right here, to be able to access the underside of that vein. Now let's see what we have here. Okay, let's get some light on. There we go. Let's see if I can somehow angle the camera. Well, that doesn't look like it does anything. Now it may turn the corner right here to the right, just past the signs. There's the same kind of sign that I read to you earlier. But let me set the camera down a moment here. A big old spider web. Oh, that's a good one there. Pull my pants up. Yeah, see, same design with the lug nut special key. That's so that they can come in here. They can take this off, remove that bar, and the people that come in to study bat habitat, looking for things like white nose and things like that, then they can take that off, slip through these 2 bars, and go in there and do their study. That's why they do this. But I typically only see this on Forest Service land, well, mostly on Forest Service as compared to BLM or Bureau of Land Management. So no, and then they leave a little spot down there in the bottom so that the critters can go in and out, like turtles, pack rats, you name it. They've got a place where they can go in and out too. Okay, I'm gonna head back to old Bob. I want to make a decision from there on whether or not I'm gonna head on over to those other 2 adits. I'll be back. Okay guys, look what I found here. I knew that there was another adit. It shows it on the map, and I wasn't able to see it with the drone. I found it. It was hiding behind this tree. Look at this. Haha. Of course it's barred. But, so now this tells me that we've been, oh, look at that. There's another one. Oh, wow. Okay. We got 2 over here. Oh, that would have been great, huh? Look at this. Look at this. Wouldn't that have been fun to get into? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let's look up in there. Let me get the camera. I don't know if we can focus that. Oh yeah, that goes way up in there. Ah, darn it all. Look at this thing. All barred shut. And then look over here. Look at here. So this concludes the 7. Because the map was showing a total of 7 adits. Look at this. Right here. Now how cool is that this tree is growing? Now there's something you don't see every day. Look at this tree. It's growing right out of the adit. They even had to custom build it around that old tree, and it found its roots. Let's get that in focus if we can. Look at the root system extends all the way back up and in there. Interesting. Ooh, this one has some stink to it. Oh, there's bats in there for sure. Ooh, pew. It's a combination of both guano and sulfides. So that one stinks. But look at how well hidden these were in amongst all of these trees. All right, I'm headed back to Bob. Okay, guys, back over here by old Bob. Earlier when I was talking about that location marker, there was one more thing I wanted to mention. I just wanted to clarify for those of you who are interested. Every single year, you have to pay the BLM what's called a maintenance fee, okay? And that is due by the 1st of September every single year. Now, what that entails is doing improvements on your claim. Improvements can be like fixing your claim posts, filling them, renewing the paperwork in your posts, painting them so they're more observable, things all on your claim to kind of keep it up to snuff, you know what I mean? So then you report that, you kind of figure out, how much it costs to go out there, tally up a sum, and that is your yearly maintenance, and that's due by September 1st every year. That's what I was talking about. Now, back when I had my claim, it was only around $170 a year. That's right. It was $170 a year, but I believe those prices have gone way up. I think it's past $200 now. So I was considering hiking up and over this hill. I just can't do it anymore. My legs are rubber. To my new subscribers, you probably don't know this, but I live with peripheral neuropathy in my legs, And when I spend too much time hiking up and down these hills and across rough terrain, the neuropathy gravitates from my feet into my calves and eventually up to my knee. And eventually what happens is I get rubber leg. So if I trip over a rock, it really makes me susceptible to a sprained ankle or something crazy like that. So I've been living with this post chemotherapy. That's what gave it to me, unfortunately. So it's something that I have to live with. So I gotta be real careful with what I do. I know where my boundaries are, and when I start to feel a certain way, that's when I have to cut it off. And so because I hiked up and down this whole hill here, just went over to those adits over there, I don't have enough oomph in my legs right now to get up and over that next hill to those two smaller adits. And besides, we saw on the drone, there's not a whole heck of a lot of waste rock coming out of them. I would imagine tops, maybe 100 feet. You know, they're just going in and they're doing a little prospect. So yeah, I just don't, sorry guys, I don't have it in me. All right, so let me think now. I think I've got one more episode, one more solo coming up for you guys. And then after that, Laura and I are going to be together, and we're going to go back and hit some of those locations that I first documented when I got here to Arizona this winter. That's what we're going to do together, like the Richenbar mine. We're going to go back there, and we're going to do a few others. She's only going to be in town for 3 days, so we're going to hit it hard and try to get to as many locations as possible when she's on her break before she has to go back to work again. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate you coming along with me on today's adventure, and I hope you learned a little bit along the way. I had fun with this one. I learned something new regarding how to do a screen capture while I'm showing you guys stuff on Google Earth. That was fun. I didn't know how to do that in the past, but I got online and I just dove right into it and I figured out how it works, and that's why I was able to bring all you guys with me into Google Earth at the beginning of this episode, and we can go over that together. We'll be doing more of that in the future. That was kind of fun because it gives you guys a neat overview of the entire area that we're about to explore. All right, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see what I can find for you for next Saturday. Okay, everybody, you take care now. Bye-bye.